Hey, it's homie Fast Coop, and I'm gonna need y'all to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, the crib. Now let's get to this study. So that boy Trottie Y Gizzle, rap star from Boston, Massachusetts, he dropped some audio, and he's claiming that he's good on his hood. He's claiming that niggas switched up on him once he went to jail. He's saying that, you know, he can't even count how many friends he had at one point in time, and now he just got a handful. If that, right? He can't even count how many bitches he had. Now he got none, right? You know, it's a interesting perspective when you get to hear it from the horse's mouth, as he said. You are hearing it from the horse's mouth. Now, Trottie Y Gizzle has hit the net multiple times and said he's good on his hood. He ain't fucking with niggas and shit like that. And I refused to pick it up because I just thought he was being emotional. I thought he was just being in the moment. We all have been there, especially when you come from a community, we get frustrated with niggas and say, you know what, fuck niggas. Or if you a woman, fuck these bitches. Fuck them all. We've all had those fuck the world moments, right? But you know, when you are an artist, you are very aware and conscious of the power of your words, right? So the more you say it, the more it's the truth and how you feel, especially when you one of them artists who speak from the heart. When your music comes from the heart, you ain't out here capping and shit like that. You talking that real life shit that you really went through. Oh yeah. So your words hit the same way without the instrumental behind them. You know what I mean? They still contain power. So be very careful for what you say, Trottie Y Gizzle, because you speaking that grown man shit. But I'm going to be real. When you speak that grown man shit, aka the truth, it hurts a lot of people. A lot of people get hurt. You feel me? And that's word from the bird. You feel me? I've been in your shoes, bro. I've been the lit nigga in my section. So I understand your perspective now. Let's think about the effect of him saying that he ain't fucking with niggas no more, saying that he's moved on from this shit. He just want to focus on his music. He ain't claiming nothing. He's still a thug at the end of the day, so he gonna handle business as it comes. But his priority is his family, his money, and his career, and his fans. Right? So when you say fuck niggas and fuck the hood, not saying that he said fuck the hood and fuck niggas, but it kind of sounds like he's been saying that, and that's how he feel with, you know, the behavior, right? Every action has a reaction. Now, niggas from your section is not gonna like this, right? You could just be Y Gizzle. You could drop the Trottie, right? Cool. When you drop that Trottie for real, if you do, understand a lot's gonna come with that. You feel me? Because people feel like if you was from somewhere that really wasn't infamous, that really wasn't legendary, I say you could say fuck them niggas and do it. You know what I mean? You could do all of that. But when you from somewhere like Bromley Heat Street Projects, or you from somewhere like the Rolling 60s, right? Or the Hoovers, or Grape Street, you smell me? Or Old Block, when you from places like that and you say you not rocking with it, you feel me? People's gonna be very offended that's from that area. All right? Now, when it comes to Trottie Y Gizzle, he's an amazing artist. He's still, scratching the surface. You feel me? He's still got ways to go. But in terms of Massachusetts, especially in the streets of Boston and outside of Boston, like greater Boston, he's already, reached the ceiling. But he's still trying to climb and, make that hit song. But in terms of fans and shit like that, he got it. You know what I mean? Like, when you got little kids in your hood running up to you asking to take a picture with you, saying that they seen you on TV or right? When you got grown men who are older than you that are a little nervous to be around you, or they want a picture with you, you made it. You know what I mean? When you got bitches and people from LGBTQ community driving all the way to your shows in Worcester, Massachusetts and shit like that just to see you, you've done something. Now, people who are around the development of an artist like this, they feel entitled, right? They feel like they a part of it. Cool, right? They felt like, shit, we had to come hold you down at them shows. Shit. You know what I mean? Like, we had to play our role. Well, you saying, you're not fucking with niggas, so it must be smoke then. Because You're not gonna get famous and say fuck niggas. That's not gonna happen. You feel me? Like, that'll hurt a lot of people's feelings. And I'm not saying that Y Gizzle ain't cut for that. He different. He from a different cloth. You feel me? He definitely a special individual. But I'm just saying what comes with it is some real shit now. You feel me? When you start moving like that and you from a place like that. If you was from somewhere that was kind of soft, like, you know, certain parts of certain cities and shit like that. Like, for example, if you was from, like, North Cambridge, it really wouldn't matter because, you know, niggas ain't really getting active like that. They just getting money over there. Like, they ain't really spending on shit. You know what I mean? Like, so you could say fuck niggas and be good and still do shows and shit like that and pop out in different places with different people and shit like, you know what I'm saying? If you was from somewhere like that, but when you from somewhere like Bromley, Heath Street, oh nah. Oh nah, yeah, nah. They know about you. You feel me? They know about you. They know you ain't no wussy now, but still, niggas still ain't gonna smell it. You feel me? So be very mindful of that part. Now, the next part is when you move on from the hood, right? There's a certain group of people who don't give a fuck about none of that shit. And they gonna treat you like you still from that same block, you from them same buildings, you from that same hood. No matter what the fuck you say. Get ready, y'all. Ready? You ready? The ops. The ops don't give a flying. You understand? They do not care. Because if you put in pain at any point in time, whether it was psychological, whether it was emotional, whether it was physical, yeah, they want to get their get back. And some niggas is thirsty. Some niggas will wait 10, 15. You may forget about some shit. Yeah, nigga creep up on you. Nigga creep up on you like a night crawler, man. You feel me? Like the little zombies in Thriller. Dance up on you. Excuse me, I'm recovering. But, yeah, man, it's real. The ops don't give a fuck about that. You know what I mean? Because what happened already happened. And then it's so fucked up, too, because the nigga's so talented, and there's other niggas that's talented from the city, and if they could collab, they could make great music, right? But obviously, nigga, them niggas is, y'all all ops of one another. Even if you publicly denounce your association or affiliation with a certain group, you still put in some work. I don't care what it is. Why Gizzle, ain't nobody incriminating you but yourself on these records. So I can speak on it. You know what I mean? You said some shit on there. You feel me? I'm just going off the music. You feel me? Maybe the music's fake or whatever the case is, but you in the feds right now for 30 months. So obviously, nigga, you kind of thorough in terms of what you rap about. So when I say that, that really means you got to be mindful that no matter what the fuck you think or say as the grown man that you've become, and we love that for you, there's some niggas who still want to get at Trottie Y Gizzle. And they may be fans of yours. They may be so fanned out and they may want that. They want that hat, man. They want that. They want that hat, bro. So that's why I'm like, yo, bro, imagine a nigga get a hat like that. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't really even publicly make a move like that and tell people because now they going to feel like, oh, his numbers is down. He ain't really rocking with niggas. Oh, this may be the opportunity of a lifetime. Them niggas still feel it. They still going to feel away. They still going to slide for him at the end of the day. He just want to focus on his music. But it's just tough, man. He in a tough space because everything he's saying is real shit. And I want to tell him, like, yeah, keep moving like that. But then it's like, his specific situation is different because he's from somewhere that's valid. You understand, y'all? He ain't from somewhere that's sugary and sweet. He's from somewhere that is demon time. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Yeah. Yeah. He from one of them places. You understand what I'm trying to say, y'all? But let me tell y'all something. You feel me? In his audio, he talk about, you know, God gonna give him another chance and this is gonna be his last one, you feel me? And if you listen to his music and shit like that, he talk about dealing with the Grim Reaper and shit like that. You know, insinuating that he almost lost his life a couple times out there playing. You feel me? Now, he got a project called Dancing with the Devil. So this is the thing, right? So he speak about like God's gonna help him and shit like that. God got him. But in my perspective, Oh no, ain't God. That was Satan. That was Lucifer. That was the man downstairs. You feel me? Because you got to look at it like this, right? He got a project called Dancing with the Devil. He got the devil horns and all of that. I'm not making this up, bro. This is on his discography. I'm a fan of his, right? I listen to his music. I promote his music, right? He got a project called Dancing with the Devil, all right? Okay, cool. So he knows he's dancing with the devil. He's very aware of what's going on, the type of energy that's going on. You don't got to be religious. You don't got to be no pastor or preacher, none. But you know there's a balance between good and evil. You know there's a constant fight between those two. And you know that devil man, that man in red, man with the horns, yeah. He wanted to have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? And y'all had a conversation. And he said, yo, listen, you keep doing this shit right here that you doing, and I'm going to make you a star. I've been looking for you. I've been looking for a new knight in shining armor. You know what? I'm going to give you some shining armor. And what he gave you, diamonds, clout, fame, notoriety, women, power. All that came from the man downstairs. Now, you think you could just say, fuck him. I'm finna, I'm rocking with the big God. No, it got to be that from the gate. It got to be that from the gate because you built something that was formed around demonic energy. And these demons ain't going to pop out looking like, something from Mortal Kombat. You know what I mean? They ain't going to pop out looking like that. They going to come in forms of your friends. You feel me? Your enemies. You know what I mean? Shit, maybe a baby mama or two. You know what I mean? When you try to be better, no, they want you to go right back to that Trottie Y Gizzle. Yeah, they want that. You know what I mean? So, you got to understand, right? He going to come home and get back to the music and shit. But, like, this path that he's trying to embark on, he's going to have to leave, bro. Because if he stays in the same area, oh, no. You're going to have to move around like you want to run, brother. It's the only way. Because you put in a lot of work for that man downstairs. Lucifer got love for you, bro. Y'all made a deal. Y'all struck a deal, bro. Let's just be real. Y'all struck a deal, bro. Y'all understand that y'all had an understanding. Now, you came out here making music and, yeah, you not telling niggas to go do negative shit, but they listening to your music and they doing negative shit. The power of influence is real, so we got to talk about that. Gucci Mane had a song called Pills. And shit, that helps start an epidemic of niggas in the hood popping pills. That used to be junkie shit. Understand the power of music. When we listen to music, the music tells us what to do and inspires us on what to do because it's attractive, right? It motivates us. Excuse me, y'all. Some niggas make music about doing drugs, selling drugs. Some niggas say go slide. Go put in work. Go make some niggas bleed. Make them niggas bleed. You know what I mean? And Y Gizzle, you got some music where you speak from the heart and shit like that. But a lot of that other shit too, you talking about, you know what I mean? All type of gangster shit, man. You a fucking gangster. You a thug. Everybody know that. Ain't nobody gonna question that. Ain't nobody gonna play with you. Except the ops and your homies. You feel me? Because right now you're going against the grain. But, it's gonna get interesting. It's not gonna be easy, bro. You know what I mean? That man downstairs, he gonna try to chase you. He gonna try to pull a scorpion, that move where he be like, get over here when you try to get it. That's what he gonna do. So it's either you gonna have to fight that nigga, or you gonna have to work with him, make a sacrifice. Might have to be your pride. You might have to fuck with niggas, man. Even if you don't want to. Might have to fuck with your camp. It's not a bad thing, you feel me? Because, niggas are soldiers over there. I mean. But at the same time, too, niggas close to you is the ones who had the most threat, the most potential to harm you. Right? Because they could get close to you. You know what I mean? Look at Nipsey Hussle. Nigga got deleted by his mans, you feel me? Selena got, shot by her manager. I mean, it's the niggas closest to you, people closest to you that can hurt you the most. I mean, so we got to think about these things, man. You feel me? Like, who you gonna be around? You're not gonna be able to have no day ones around you. You feel me? Aside from your manager, but You know, everybody else, nigga, like it's gonna be hard, nigga, to move out of that. It's gonna be possible. It's not impossible. You can, but it's gonna take you to move, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't have to move, bro. You don't have to pull a cousin stairs. If you want, I'm just saying, if you want to live like that. If you want to say fuck niggas and focus on being positive and shit like that, you're still making similar music, but you know, just letting people know that you know about them and the trick's over, the cover's blown. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, your homies is worse than your ops. You feel me? Like, they do fuck shit. They try to fuck your bitch. Niggas try to rob you, set you up. That shit come from home, man. You know what I mean? Jealousy is real. A lot of niggas want to be in your shoes, Y Gizzle. And if you move on, you know, and say, nah, I ain't fucking with niggas. I'm bigger than the program, which some niggas is. The program's gonna try to show you they bigger than you. So that's my thoughts on the situation. You feel me? Y'all let me know. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Excuse me for being a little bit under the weather. I still had to come through in the clutch with some content for y'all. So please excuse the coughing and shit like that and the voice sounding weird. Y'all know what time of year it is, man. Aside from that, I appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Free Y Gizzle. The grip!